What up, y'all? We out here at the Salt River today. Oh, I had to run them back up to my car. My pliers were not on my bag, so we out here at the Salt River. We're gonna give it a shot. What the heck? The current's moving pretty good though. I'd like cast it over here. Now my bait's like way over here, even with weight on it. So thought I'd make a little video just talking about my my Bali trip or whatever. Because I mean, a lot of the stuff that happens doesn't end up in the videos, and some of it's funny, some of it's you know, kind of chaos. But I figured I'd make a video just fishing and kind of talking about it. And hopefully we get some luck today. But this is all tangled up from the last time I went fishing, so I'll go ahead and get this second rod fixed real quick, and then we'll get to the video. Right on. What up, y'all? All right. Yeah, so if you guys follow my channel at all, y'all know I've been in Bali for a little bit, but we back. So we're gonna get to some fishing now. But first, coffee. It's been a minute since we were out at the Salt River. There'd be fish jumping. I don't know if those are ducks over there, but they'd be going crazy on the other side. Got my iPad today. Wrote down a few things from my Bali trip. Yeah, so some of the stuff doesn't end up in my videos. It's just how it is, how I shoot, I guess. Some people are all, I'm here. Yeah, I don't know. I just shoot my videos differently. But let me see here. Hold on. I don't know if you guys didn't notice, I got my elephant pants on today. I didn't get any when I was in Thailand, so I actually seen some in Bali and I picked some up. I wish I'd have got a few of these because they're pretty comfortable. But yeah, so yeah, some funny stuff happened on my trip. Some chaos happened on my trip. But we'll get to it. Also, this is a pretty common spot for people to launch their kayaks and paddle boards, so don't be surprised if we have 100 people come through here in a minute. Hopefully they'll just go to a different spot, because you can literally just, I don't know, some people just choose to go here though. It's like, anyways. Yeah, so I actually had a layover in LAX, my first layover when I was on my way to Bali, and I didn't have my boarding passes for my next two flights. My next flight was going to go from LAX to Seoul, Korea, and so I went to the gate and I went to get my boarding pass, and they were having an issue, so they had me wait, and they ended up finding out from Seoul that Korea would not let me land there. I think it's probably due to my record. When I was like 18, I accumulated a few charges or whatever. Nothing, you know, aggressive or whatever it is, but or violent. But it is what it is. I'm actually in talks with them right now, trying to figure out exactly why it was, or if I'll be able to go there in the future, or yada yada. But yeah, so that was kind of chaos. So I had to book a whole new flight, and that's why I ended up going to Taipei. If you watch my videos, you heard me say that, you know, I didn't plan on ending up in Taipei, but that's just how the cookie crumbled. But so I freaking had to scrap my whole flight because I didn't have travel insurance or whatever on my flight. So that $1,000 or whatever went down the drain, and I had to book whole new flights round trip to get to Bali, my final destination. But I had to go through Taipei because Seoul wouldn't let me land there. So I had to spend another $2,000, $1,000 to get there and $1,000 back because it was like last minute. Yeah, so it was either that or turn around. But I said, screw it, we're going. Yeah, so that was chaos. See my rod bounce a minute ago, so that's a good sign already. One thing I thought was funny when I landed in Bali and I got picked up at the airport, and we were driving into Ubud because the airport there is in Denpasar, and it's a little bit of a drive, maybe an hour and a half, I can't even remember. But we were heading to Ubud, and we get to Ubud, and all of a sudden there's like nothing but white people, just white people there. I'm not like, it's just kind of funny because you go to like a foreign country like Bali or somewhere and you just expect, you know, whatever. But I guess it's very prominent. I mean, obviously prominent for tourists, but in my opinion, when I was there, it was like 50-50, like 50% local, 50% tourist, which is cool, but just kind of crazy. I think there's some fish, or a fish right here. But yeah, another bit of chaos that happened when I was there. I hope I don't bore you guys with this stuff, but I think it's kind of funny or interesting, you know, because it doesn't end up in my videos. So I figured I'd make a little video fishing and just kind of talking about stuff that doesn't end up on camera. But I tried switching SIM cards while I was there because I realized at my first hotel in Ubud that my service wasn't great. Their Wi-Fi wasn't great. So I tried switching to a SIM card, and T-Mobile cut my service so I could activate my SIM card. However, I owe like 2 payments on my phone because I make payments on it. That's just the way I did it, because I get like installment, I get like money off from turning in a phone or whatever. They wouldn't allow me to activate an eSIM because my phone isn't unlocked, and that's because I have 2 payments left. So then I wasn't able to activate my eSIM, and I couldn't contact T-Mobile to get my service back on. I couldn't send them a text, email. I don't care if I was on Wi-Fi or whatever. There was like an issue. I don't know if it's because I was in like a foreign country or what, but it wouldn't allow me to do anything. I tried everything I could, like, and it just wouldn't work. So yeah, I spent 10 days in Bali with 0 service. Pretty funny. One thing I thought was pretty cool about Bali though is I watch a lot of videos whenever I go to a different country or whatever, just so I'm a little bit familiar with what places look like and whatnot. And it was cool because I would just be walking down like some of the streets there. I mean, one I remember like that sticks to my mind is I was walking up it's like Monkey Forest Road or whatever right there in Ubud, and all of a sudden I'm walking and I see a restaurant. I think it was called like Three Monkeys or something, but I remember seeing this restaurant in a video, and I was just like, it was just weird because I hadn't planned on eating there, but the fact that I remembered it from a video, that was weird. But the fact that I remembered it from a video, I was like, I'm gonna go in here and eat. So that ended up in one of the videos. I thought that was pretty interesting though. Like, you just be walking around and recognizing places that you've seen in videos. Or even just some of the temples that I went to and stuff. It's like, wow, I've seen videos and pictures of this place, and just thought like how incredible it was, you know, on your phone. I'm standing here, You know, like it's kind of surreal being in places like that. It always is whenever I go anywhere, really. Thailand, Hong Kong, but I also wanted to shout out my tour guides. My first tour guide was Adi. His name was Adi. Amazing tour guide. We were just laughing, having a good old time. Highly recommend. He takes great pictures. Just a great tour guide. Great personality. Cool dude. Like 100%. Adi, if you're watching this, shout out to you, man. Hope you're doing good. And tip your tour guides, you know, if they do a good job. So, and then my second tour guide was a Goose, another good tour guide, super friendly, took good pictures, and yeah, highly recommend. But another bit of chaos that happened. So I was in Seminyak, and I was going fishing the next day, so I booked a taxi from Seminyak to Ahmed, and it was like at 1 p.m. in the morning, or 1 a.m. in the morning, sorry. And so I get in this taxi at like 1 a.m. and we're headed across Bali in the middle of the night for a 4-hour drive. And we're about an hour away from there, and my taxi starts like veering off the road. I don't know if he was drunk. I should have looked in the rearview mirror to see if he was like falling asleep or drunk or what, but he was like veering off the road, and we're like fishtailing. And he wasn't slowing down either. It was nuts. It was actually nuts. Like he was just like kept going, like didn't slow down, stop or nothing. I'm like, whoa, you okay, dude? Like, I'm like, you all right, man? And he's like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm like, what the heck? So he actually ended up stopping at like a M-Mart or whatever they're called, and I think he got like something to drink or whatever, and then he like smoked a cigarette, and he started smoking cigarettes on the whole rest of the way there, probably just trying to stay awake or whatever. But yeah, there was times even like oncoming traffic are coming, and we're going up this road. We're not going 100 miles an hour, but we're going, you know, good speed. And he's veering off into traffic, and I'm like, whoa. Oh man, I was like, oh, please just get me there. So then we we get to Ahmed, and it's like 4 a.m., right? So nobody's awake. It's just dark. It's this little tiny village town on the northeast end of Bali, and I'm just like wandering around in the dark. I'm like, where's my tour guide? You know, because I'd already pre-booked a fishing guide for that morning. And I'm trying to, I couldn't find him, or I couldn't find a building with, you know, the same name as the company I booked with. So I ended up finding a little hotel. It was actually a pretty decent hotel. And I asked them if I could use their Wi-Fi or whatever, so I could actually contact. Because mind you, I have zero Wi-Fi the whole time I was in Bali. Zero service. So I go in this hotel and I get Wi-Fi, and I'm trying to contact them, and they're not contacting me. So I actually got in touch with Get Your Guide, and they tried contacting them. Same thing, can't get a hold of them. So they ended up saying, hey, sorry, we're gonna give you a refund. I'm like, all right, whatever. Well, I just traveled, 4 hours across Bali, and now I'm stuck here until this afternoon because I don't have a return taxi booked until later. But I'm like, whatever, I'll just, chill or whatever. But then I started thinking, and there was all kinds of, little companies. It's just a little tiny village, but like they got little signs on all their little buildings over there, like with WhatsApp phone numbers for fishing tours and stuff. So I went out there and I got about 4 different phone numbers from 4 different fishing tours. And I ended up going back to the hotel to get Wi-Fi, and I just started texting all the numbers, and I got no response. And then I started calling all the numbers, and I got to the last one, the 4th one, and the guy had picked up. And I'm like, hey, you want to go fishing? You take me fishing today? And he's like, when? I'm like right now. I was like, I'm in Ahmed. And he's like, oh, okay. And I'm like, how much? Blah blah. And think he said 1 million. And I'm like, done, let's do it. And he's like, what time you want to go again? I'm like right now. I was like, I'm ready. I'm like, I'm right here. I just got your number off your building or whatever. And he's like, oh. And so I ended up going out in the street, and like I couldn't remember which one I got that number from. But I was just like looking around, and I look over like a fence, and there's a guy right there, and I'm like, are you the guy? And he's like, yeah, blah blah. And I'm like, he's like, so when you want to go? And I'm like, right now, I'm ready to go. Like, let's go catch some fish or whatever. And he's like, well, give me like an hour, blah blah. And I'm like, okay, whatever. I was just stoked to make it happen still, because I'm like, I've been wanting to go deep sea fishing for a long time, and you do it out in Bali or somewhere, and you can go for cheaper, so literally maybe 2 minutes later, he said an hour, 2 minutes later, he comes back out with a shirt on, dressed, and all his fishing gear, and we're walking out to the boat. Like 2 minutes, I tell you, after he had just said like an hour. We go get on that boat, push it out into the ocean, and get going. It's pretty lit. Like, if you haven't seen my Bali fishing video, check it out. But that's what actually went down. Yeah. And shout out to that guy. I gave him some of my stickers, but I haven't really heard from him on my channel or anything. But if you're watching my videos, shout out to you, dude. You're a real one. For making that happen. And we caught that bonito, and it was delicious. Catch and cook. It's pretty awesome. Let's see what else. I wasn't actually going to share this part, but so a lot of times if I go on a solo trip, I'll try to find like a chick, because I'm single, mind you. I'll try to find like a chick to like go have dinner with and go like party with, because a lot of times like these countries, they got some of the best clubs, this or that, or they're just crazy. So I want to go check them out. There's a club actually in Bali. It's in Uluwatu area. It's called Savaya, and I really wanted to check it out because it's the #1 club in Asia rated, and it's so incredible. Like, if you haven't seen it, you should check it out. It's Savaya, Savaya. Look it up on YouTube. It's just out on a cliff. It's amazing. But I actually met this chick online before, and she seemed super cool and whatnot, and ended up going out there, and she ended up wanting to do something a little more chill and kick back. And I'm like, when in Bali, like, this is what I want to do. And I was being stubborn or whatever, and I was like, I wanted to do this, whatever. But in all reality, I probably should have went and hung out with this chick, because she seemed super cool, super sweet, and like a good fun time. But yeah. There's also some clubs in Seminyak that I wanted to go to, Shishi nightclub, and maybe like one or two other, maybe some day clubs too. But yeah, that's what went down. Oh yeah, another bit of chaos. Sorry, y'all, hitting y'all with the chaos today. It's okay, we'll get a fish and then it'll make up for it. So, being that I had to rebook my whole trip, right, as far as the flights, the only flight back on the return trip that I could get was 1 day earlier. So I ended up having to cancel a tour in Uluwatu to that GWK Cultural Park, which I'm kind of bummed out about, because I've seen pictures and videos and it looks incredible. And actually, while I was there too, I guess I wasn't in Uluwatu, but I was in Ubud at the time, I think. But they were having like a rave festival thing at that GWK park, and it looked amazing. I'm like, if I would have known that, I probably would have tried to go to that. But so I had to cancel that tour. It was a tour of that park, and then it also went to the Uluwatu temple, which I ended up doing anyway. And they ended up doing that kikak and fire show, or fire dance, at that temple too, which I didn't go see, but I went to the one in Ubud. And then it also went to like a few beaches in that area that were super cool. But yeah, so I had to cancel that, which was a bummer. And I had less time there, so that was also a bummer. But also I didn't get to go to, like, one of the days I was gonna go to like 4 or 5 of the beaches all along the like west side of Uluwatu, which I didn't get to go to. I only think I went to like one beach, but nonetheless, it was pretty chill. I think our kayakers up here, probably fishing or something. So yeah, I ended up in Taipei, which was really cool. I ended up booking a food tour there last minute. If you haven't checked out my Taipei video, check it out. That tour was pretty cool. Had some pretty cool people in there, and we had some good breakfast food. Yeah, so I was actually in Taipei on the way there for maybe like 2 hours, so I didn't like leave the airport or anything. And then I was in Taipei on the way back for about 24 hours, so that's when I booked everything and whatnot. But yeah, it was a super fun trip. I just thought I'd make a video talking about things that didn't end up in any of the videos. A bit of chaos, a bit of funniness. Yeah, it's all good. Trip went well either way, but highly recommend Bali. Bali is just an incredible experience in many different ways. But yeah, I know before I said I would go live on TikTok way more. I'm gonna go ahead and put my iPad away. I said I'd go live on TikTok more, and I want to, but you gotta have service to go on TikTok, and a lot of the places I go fish don't have service. So I do want to try to go live on TikTok more. I'm not just saying that and being like flaky on you guys. I do want to make that happen. One other thing I realized is I think I'm at like however many subs on YouTube. Oh, there's an otter, river otter. Wish you guys could see that. But my goal is, I don't know by when. I'm not going to say by when, because if I don't hit my goal, I'll be disappointed. But I really want to get to 1,000 subs on YouTube. So all you guys who like and share and comment, greatly appreciated. You guys help with the whole algorithm of, getting the video more popularized and pushing it out in different directions. But yeah, if you guys could share my videos more, like, that would be great. That'd be awesome. Share them on whatever platform you use where you get some, friends or followers or whatever. That would like make my day to get like 1,000 subscribers. That's also like one of the thresholds, I think, for making money on YouTube is 1,000 subscribers. I think you can start making money with 500, but you also have to have a certain amount of watch hours. So, and I don't think I have enough watch hours. I think I'm at like, oh shit. I'm not sure where I'm at with watch hours actually, but I think I'm like only like a quarter of the way there with watch hours. But yeah, if we could get to 1,000 subs, y'all, that'd be lit. Maybe if we get to 1,000 subs, I'll do a giveaway, y'all. Not sure what I'll give away, but I'll give away something decent. I'm gonna get these back out here for a minute, and then if we don't get nothing, I'm gonna go ahead and try something a bit different. Ugh. Ooh. What up, y'all? We ended up getting one off camera as I was leaving. Packed up all my stuff and was reeling in, just messing around. I guess I should have been jigging a little bit, but it's all good. We still got one. Let's go, y'all. Alright, y'all, that's it for this one. I probably should have been jigging a little bit more. I jigged there for a little bit at the end. I didn't get anything else really, but I mean, the fact that I got that one, just like jigging that rod real quick at the end after I had like packed up my stuff. But I was getting bites with my baits just sitting there too, but yeah, it is what it is. I just wanted to make a quick video, like talking about my trip though, pretty much, and just kind of, you know, filling in some like funny stuff that happened and chaotic stuff that happened on that trip. But yeah, stay tuned, y'all. Got some more fishing videos on the way. I got another trip on the way. So that video could be coming out pretty soon. But yeah, let's get it, y'all. Fish on.